We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the set. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Miami Dolphins. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And Walker has it. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. They'll run it with Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line.
How about about a guy proving his worth in different ways. Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Escaping the pressure, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jerome Baker able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Play action. It's Newton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Rohrwasser's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Dante Hightower.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Only a couple there. It's going to be brought down about the 28.
Winovich brought him down. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Complete.
It's a big play there for Miami, and even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Ball carrier.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Tua. Yeah, this is Parker, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
4th down.
On now is Vinatieri as he'll try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the
a little bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
These two teams all tied after 1. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, CD, as we talked about earlier, this is the first Patriots home opener without Tom Brady in 2 decades. Now, you still see, understandably, a lot of number 12 jerseys in the stands, but this is Cam Newton's show now. How do you think that things change for the Patriots here in 2020?
Well, they change in a big way because of what you said to start off with, and it's something we've all known about for a while, but now we're actually confronting it. Tom Brady is not in the building. All right, number 12 is not leading the Patriots out onto the field, but I thought it was a really savvy move by the organization in the offseason to sign Cam Newton. You start fresh with a guy who's been an MVP in this league, has a ton of self-confidence, understands the elephant in the room that is Tom Brady, but brings a new, different playing style to this Patriots team.
Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Jones the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
38-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Aaron Jones, 52 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second down, here's Newton. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
By the Dolphins.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
To Matt Breida.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Newton on first down. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Newton. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
From the gun on third down, Newton gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
2 to try again on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. Oh, now Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
On the throwaway. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
But not any on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, Tua. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
27-yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Newton now to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Dolphins first down.
Two and now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line.
A gain of 20.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where he appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
At the 28.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Caught by Wilson. And he's got some space here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Here's Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings up
2nd and 9.
Gun. 152, 152. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
The shotgun snap for Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd. And 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Matt Breida.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run again with Breida. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Matt Breida, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Tua now on 1st down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. John Ross, 49 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just going to lead the game out that way.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Complete to Matt Breida. It's a gain of 17 yards. And
here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Chung. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
At the 13-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
On the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now a desperation throw deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Dolphins.
Tua going to throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And this is caught. It's Parker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Dolphins 1st down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He's got the first down inside the 10. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
2nd and goal at the Patriots' 2-yard
2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there in this passing game.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Adam Vinatieri.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Woo! Yes! And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Patriots, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.